I've got a fun class today for us. It's a leg heavy class today. So we're going to work on strengthening our legs. But before we get into that, go ahead and find a nice comfortable seat and sit up nice and tall and maybe close your eyes for a moment. You just visualize your breath as it flows in and flows out. Just taking a few moments to switch into yoga mode. Giving you the opportunity just to set aside the other activities of the day for the next hour. And just watch your breath flow in and flow out. Feel free to continue to watch the breath come and go, or if you'd like to add in the box breathing, feel free to add that in now as well, breathing in for 4, holding for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4, and repeat that box pattern, and maybe 5 or 6 rounds of breath. And breathe in a few more rounds of breath. And open your eyes and make your way to your feet. That's where we'll start off today. We'll start off standing. So once you get to your standing position, press both feet firmly into the mat. Engage your legs, engage your core. And on your inhale, sweep your hands up over your head. On your exhale, lower your right hand down towards the mat. And extend your left hand over towards the right to get a side body stretch. Inhale your hands back up to center. And then exhale, lower your left hand down and extend your right hand over to the left. Inhale back up to center. Interlace your fingers. Press your palms up towards the sky. And slowly lower your hands down in front of your face. Once you get there, press your right wrist away from you and pull your left wrist toward you. And then switch, pressing your left wrist away, pulling your right wrist toward you. And then release your hands back to center and then flip your thumbs up so that your palms are facing you. And we'll do the same thing again. Press your right wrist away, pull your left wrist. Press your left wrist away, pull your right wrist. And then release your hands back to center. Inhale, sweep your hands up to the sky. Step your right foot back about a foot, and then take your left hand and reach towards the back of the mat and take your gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale back forward, lift your left hand back up to the sky. Step your right foot beside your left, and we'll switch sides. Step your left foot back about a foot, and then reach your right hand towards the back of the mat. Take your gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale back forward, sweep your hands to the sky. Step both feet beside of each other, and then exhale, forward fold. Let your head hang heavy in your forward fold. Maybe grab opposite elbows, and maybe sway side to side if you like. Release your elbows. Inhale, half lift. Press your hands into your shins. Press your shins into your hands. And exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift once again. And then exhale, step back to plank. It's your first time through plank today, so maybe lower your knees down to a knees down push-up position. Spread all 10 fingers nice and wide. Press all 10 fingers into the mat. Brace your core. Inhale. Exhale, lower down to the floor. Untuck your toes. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Hands into the mat. Peel your chest up off the mat. Cobra pose. Exhale down. Inhale to the top of your knees down. Push up. Keep your hands right where they are. Exhale, sit towards your heels in the child's pose. Bring your head down towards the mat. In the child's pose. Inhale, rise back up, the knees down, push up. Feel free to stay here or maybe tuck your toes and lift your knees up into a full plank. Excuse me, yeah, full plank, full push-up position, your choice. Inhale, exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down, tuck your toes. Inhale up and exhale, down dog. Take a few breaths here in your down dog. Maybe pedal your feet out if you like. Maybe take a few more breaths here in down dog. Now slowly walk to the front of the mat, forward fold. Press into both feet. Inhale, rise up, hands up to the sky. And exhale, sit like you're sitting into a chair, the chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop to plank. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down, tuck your toes. Inhale up, and exhale, down dog. Lift your right leg up to the sky, 3-leg down dog. And on your exhale, step your right foot all the way through between your hands. Adjust your back foot to warrior one. Get that back heel on the mat. Put it like a 45-degree angle towards your front, towards the front left corner of the mat. Press into both feet. Inhale, rise up. Sweep your hands up to the sky. Warrior one. Shoulders square with the front of the mat. Core engaged. Take a breath or two here in your warrior one pose. Frame out your front foot. sweep your front foot back to plank. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale to cobra pose. Exhale down, tuck your toes. Inhale up and exhale, down dog. Lift your left leg up to the sky, 3-leg down dog. And then exhale, step your left foot all the way through. Right foot to warrior one this time. Weight into both feet. Inhale, rise up strong, hands up to the sky, warrior one. A couple of breaths here on this side. Frame out your front foot, sweep it back to plank. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down, tuck your toes. Inhale up and exhale, down dog. And take a few more breaths here in your down dog. Step walk or hop to the front of the mat, forward fold. Rest into both feet, sit like you're sitting into a chair, sweep your hands up to the sky. Inhale, rise and reach. And exhale your hands to prayer. Inhale, and then exhale, chair pose once again, leaving your hands in prayer position. Maybe sink a little lower into your chair. And then slowly shift your weight into your left foot. As you do that, lift your right knee up off of the floor. Right foot up off the floor. And then slowly step your right foot back towards a high lunge. Once your toes touch down at the back of the mat, roll back onto the ball of your right foot into your high lunge. Breathe here. Slowly lower your right knee down until your right knee lightly touches. When it lightly touches, press back up to a high lunge. We'll do that a few more times. Lower down, lightly touch, and rise up. Again, lower down, lightly touch, and rise up. Let's do it 5 times. That was 3. Again, down and up. One more, down and up. Good. Slowly shift your weight forward into your left leg until all the weight is in your left leg. Once it's there, lift your right leg up into this prayer hands warrior 3. Slowly bring your right foot beside your left and sit back into your chair pose once again. Inhale, rise up and lower your hands down to mountain pose and shake your legs out. And then after you've shaken your legs out, come back to your mountain pose. And let's flow through one time before we go through to the other side. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop to plank. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down, tuck your toes. Inhale up, and exhale, down dog. Couple of breaths here. Step walker hop to the front of the mat and forward fold. Press into both feet, slight bend in your knees. Inhale, rise up, hands up to the sky. Exhale your hands to prayer. And as you do that, sink into your chair once again with prayer hands. And we'll move to the other side. Slowly shift your weight into your right leg. And then lift your left foot up off the floor. And then slow and in control, step your left foot back until your left toes touch down. Roll back into the ball of that left foot until your weight's evenly distributed between both feet. And breathe here. Slowly lower your left knee down until it lightly touches, and then press back up to high lunge. For 1, down, and up. For 2, inhale down, exhale up. For 3, down, and up. For 4, one more, down, and up. For 5. Take another breath. For 2. Slowly shift your weight forward into your right leg. Once that back toe is light, lift it up off of the mat into your modified warrior 3. Slowly bring your left foot beside your right and sit back into your chair pose once again. Breathe. And inhale, rise back up to mountain pose. And check your legs out once again. And then once you're ready, make your way back to your mountain pose. Inhale, sweep your hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop to plank. Brace your core nice and strong here in your plank pose. And maybe 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down. Inhale to tabletop. And then exhale, child's pose. You take a breath or two here in your child's pose. Just as a reset after that energetic leg flow there that we just did. Just continue to breathe in long, slow, deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your nose. Inhale back up to tabletop. Tuck your toes and exhale, down dog. Step walker hop to the front of the mat, forward fold. Press into both feet. Inhale, rise up, hands up to the sky. And then exhale, chair pose. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop to plank. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down. Tuck your toes. Inhale up. And exhale, down dog. Right leg lifts once again, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, step your right foot through between your hands. Left foot, warrior one once again. Press into both feet. Rise up, hands to the sky, warrior one. Maybe sink a little lower into your warrior if possible. Frame out your front foot, sweep it back to plank. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down, tuck your toes. Inhale up, and exhale, down dog. And a couple of breaths here in your down dog. Lift your left leg up to the sky, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, step your left foot all the way through. Right foot to warrior one. Press into both feet again. Rise up, warrior one. Frame out your front foot, sweep it back to plank. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down, tuck your toes. Inhale up, and exhale, down dog. Step walker hop to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Once again, sit your hips back and down like you're sitting into a chair. Hands reach up to the sky. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, hands to prayer. As you do that, sit back into your chair one more time. Slowly shift your weight into your left leg. As you do that, lift your right knee up off of the floor. And then once again, step your right leg back to high lunge. And roll back into your high lunge till your weight evenly distributed. And breathe. Release your hands down by your side. This time, as you come forward, bringing your weight forward, take your left hand and place it in the front left corner of the mat so that it is to about the 11 o'clock position to your foot. So it's about a foot in front of your foot and over to the left. Then begin to shift your weight forward till your back foot is light. Lift that back foot up off the ground. Turn that back foot parallel to the ground. Establish your base. Once everything is good, lift your right hand up to the sky. If everything is still good, and last of all, maybe try to take your gaze up towards your right thumb. Slowly lower your right hand back down to the floor on the right side of the mat, and then step your right foot beside your left. And exhale, forward fold. Feel like you're sitting into a chair once again, hands up to the sky. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop to plank. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down. Tuck your toes. Inhale up and exhale down dog. Take a moment to catch your breath before we move to the other side. Step, walk, or hop to the front of the mat, forward fold. Press into both feet. Inhale, rise up, hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer as you sit back into your chair. Slowly shift your weight into your right leg as you lift your left foot up off the floor. Slowly step your right foot back to your high lunge. Roll back into that back foot. And sit up tall in your high lunge. And breathe. Release your hands down as you begin to shift your weight forward. As you do that, bring your right hand down to the right front corner of the mat, about 1 o'clock from your toes, about a foot in front of your toes, so your right toes. Slowly shift your weight forward till your back toes are light. Once they're light, lift that back foot up off the floor, turn it parallel to the floor. Evenly distribute your weight between your foot and your hand, and then maybe begin to lift your left hand up to the sky. And then last of all, if everything's working well, take your gaze up towards your left hand. If that's not working, just continue to lift it with your arm, your choice. Lower your left hand back down, bring your left foot beside your right, and forward fold. Look like you're sitting into a chair. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Maybe sink a little lower in your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop to plank. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down. Inhale to tabletop. And exhale to child's pose. Take a few breaths, sigh it out. I don't know if you're like me, but I'm sweating a little bit after that sequence. Just breathe in and breathe out. As we reset for our next sequence. Inhale to tabletop. Tuck your toes and exhale to down dog. Step, walk, or hop to the front of the mat, forward fold. Press into both feet. Inhale, rise up, hands up to the sky. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop to plank. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down. Tuck your toes. Inhale up and exhale, down dog. Take a couple of breaths in your down dog. Get the mat over just a bit. And then lift your right leg up to the sky, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, step your right foot all the way through. Back foot, warrior one. Inhale, rise up, hands up to the sky. Frame out your front foot. Sweep your front foot back to plank. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down. Tuck your toes. Inhale up. And exhale, down dog. Lift your left leg up to the sky. 3-leg down dog. Exhale, step your left foot through. Right foot to warrior one. Rise up, hands to the sky. Warrior one. Frame out your front foot. Sweep it back to plank. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down. Tuck your toes. Inhale up. And exhale, down dog. Step walker hop to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Sit into your chair once again. Hands up to the sky, chair pose. Inhale, rise and reach. And exhale your hands down to mountain pose. Okay, for our next little sequence, I'm going to introduce an inversion. You know, we've done crow before. I'm going to introduce today side crow, and you can feel free to give side crow a try, or you can just do the chair with the twist, which we get into before we go to side crow, or you can meet us in mountain pose and just take a few breaths there, or child's pose, whichever works best for you. Or if you want to give the side crow a try, you know, I challenge you to give it a go, at least, you know, try it. Come to your mountain pose. Inhale, sweep your hands up to the sky. On your exhale, bring your hands to prayer once again and sit back into your chair. Once you get into, actually, let's do this. Come back up to mountain pose. Bring your feet together so that your ankles are touching. That'll actually help with this pose. Go ahead and touch your ankles and touch the sides of your feet together. Bring your hands to prayer and then sit back into your chair once again. On your exhale, take your left elbow to the outside of your left knee. And then take your gaze over your right shoulder. If you want to give the side crow a try, release your hands and squat down and bring both hands to the floor out to the right of your right foot. It'll be almost like a T. So you got your foot, hand, hand. Place your left elbow on your left knee. And then slowly begin to shift your weight forward into your hands until your toes are light. And if possible, maybe lift your feet up off of the floor. Side crow. Feel free to give that a try. This is one of those where I really need to be able to see what's going on, but I'll just go through it once again. So with your feet together, your knees together, into your squat position. Take your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Hand goes down to the floor. Right hand goes down to the floor. You begin to shift your weight forward like you do with your side crow until your weight is in your hands, and then you lift your feet up off of the floor. Feel free to do that for a few moments. And when you're all done, maybe sit down onto your mat, into your hero pose, sit up nice and tall, and take in some long, slow, deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. And then maybe place your hands on the low part of your back, pull your elbows towards each other, peel your chin up towards the ceiling, and your chest up towards the ceiling. And do a little back bend. Release some of the pressure off of your low back. And then release back up to your hero pose. And just take a couple of breaths here. That pose takes a lot of energy. All right. And then when you're ready, slowly make your way back to your feet. And I'll turn around to the other end of the mat so that I'm facing forward instead of facing away from it. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Remember, the same options apply. This is a bit more of an advanced pose, so if you're at the point where, yeah, I can't do that, again, feel free. Mountain pose, chair with a twist, chair pose, mountain pose, or child's pose. Any of those are perfectly fine as we have a little fun with this side crow. All right, come back to your mountain pose. Bring the sides of your feet and your ankles together. Bring your hands to prayer. Exhale, sit like you're sitting into your chair. Inhale. Exhale your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Breathe here. Then if you want to try the side crow, slowly release, slowly lower. Maybe lift your heels up off the mat so that you can come a little lower to the floor. Continuing to keep your right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Bring your right hand down to the floor. Place your left hand out beside of it. Breathe. Brace your core. Exhale. Slowly shift your weight forward until your feet are light. And then lift your feet up off of the floor. Feel free to play with that for a few moments. Just give it a try. You may have to, your elbow may slide off of your knee or something like that. You may have to reset. You may have to give it another try. Just give it a moment. Yeah, inversions. I don't usually do a whole lot of inversions in my classes, but you know, sometimes people might feel courageous and want to give it a try. So I thought I'd introduce it today to give you an option to give it a try. And when you're all done and ready, just meet me back once again in hero pose on your knees, sit up nice and tall. Maybe close your eyes and just take a couple of breaths. Just let your heart rate begin to recover. And then once again, place your hands onto the low part of your back. Pull your elbows towards each other. Feel your chin up towards the sky, chest up towards the sky, and feel it back. And then release. And when you're ready, make your way back to tabletop. When you get to your tabletop, tuck your toes. And exhale, make your way to down dog. Now step walker hop to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Press into both feet. Inhale, rise up, hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer, and sit into your chair. On your exhale, take your left elbow to the outside of your left knee once again. And exhale your gaze over your left shoulder. Turn your gaze back forward. Feel free to release your elbows from your knee, or if you want a little more challenge, shift your weight into your right leg, and then step your left leg back to your twisted high lunge, or a full high lunge if you took your left elbow off of your right knee. And now let's see if we can reverse that. Bring your weight forward, and then slowly step your left foot beside your right, and sit back into your twist. Or stay in your lunge if you're in your chair without the twist, if that's where you're at. Inhale, rise back up, hands up to the sky, and exhale your hands down to mountain pose. And check it out. And then we'll do the other side. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer as you sit into your chair. Once you get there, inhale, exhale your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Exhale your gaze over your left shoulder. Turn your gaze back forward once again. Now we'll do that twisting lunge, or if you just want to do a regular lunge, untwist, and then shift your weight into your left foot. Step your right foot back to your twisting lunge. Maybe take your gaze over your left shoulder. Put your gaze over your left shoulder. Turn it back forward towards the front of the mat again. Slowly shift your weight into your left foot and step your right foot forward. If you're in your twist still, maybe take your gaze over your left shoulder again. Inhale, rise up. Back to mountain pose and breathe. Long, slow, deep breath. In through your nose and out through your nose. That's 3 or 4 pretty big heat generating sequences that we've done today. So let's just take a couple of breaths. And we'll begin to cool it down from here. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Maybe close your eyes for a moment. See if you can feel the heartbeat in your chest. See if you notice as you breathe, it becomes a little slower and a little slower. Returning back to normal. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop to plank. And then lower your knees down and sit back onto your heels into your hero pose. Let's scoot forward just a little bit. If this gets uncomfortable on the tops of your feet or your legs, feel free to rise up out of the pose. Otherwise, just sit here for a moment, core engaged, chest lifted. Please notice the stretch in the top of your legs. Now, if you're perfectly happy here, feel free to stay. Or if you think, hey, top of my legs could use a little more stretching, then maybe begin to walk your hands towards the back of the mat. That may be good enough. Feel free to stay there. Or if you can lower down onto your elbows and still keep your knees on the ground, maybe do that. Get a good stretch in the tops of your legs. Or if you're one of those super flexy people and you can keep your knees on the ground and bring your shoulders all the way down to the ground, feel free to lower on down. Yeah, that's a little outside of my practice. This is about the limit for me. You just breathe here. And breathe into the stretch in the top part of your legs. Keep your core engaged here. As you continue to keep your core engaged, slowly begin to rise up out of this pose and make your way back to tabletop. Once you get to tabletop, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, left foot to the outside of your left hand, and sink into your low yoga squat. Bring your elbows the inside of your knees, bringing your hands to prayer, pressing your elbows into your knees, pressing your knees away from each other towards your pinky toe. Breathe here. Slowly release. Lower down to the mat, roll down to your back, pull your knees into your chest. Just hug them in close for a couple of breaths. Let's get a hamstring stretch next. So lower your left foot down to the mat. You can either lower your left foot down with your left knee bent or extend it forward and let it rest on the floor. Either way, your choice, it doesn't really matter there. With your right leg though, press your right leg, flex your right foot till your right leg is straight and lift your right leg up towards the sky. Then maybe take your hands and reach around your right leg and lift it a little higher, pulling it towards your nose until you feel a good stretch in the back side of your right leg. And then we'll switch sides. Lower your right foot down to the floor. Again, same option applies as on the other side. Your right knee can be bent or you can extend your leg flat on the floor, your choice. Lift your left leg up to the sky, flex your left foot, pull your left knee towards your head. Use your hands around your hamstrings on your left leg. Maybe pull it a little closer towards your head, creating more extension through that hamstring in your left leg. If your right leg is extended forward and flat on the floor, bend your right knee, bringing your right foot flat on the floor, and then lowering your left ankle across your right knee. Lift your right foot up, pulling your right knee towards your chest, keeping your feet flexed for reclined figure 4. And once again, feel free to reach your hand around your right hamstring and give it a pull. Getting a stretch in the outside of that left hip, that left IT band. Slowly lower your right foot down to the floor, and then we'll switch sides. Left foot on the floor with your left knee lift up. Take your right ankle across your left knee. Lift your left foot up, pulling your left knee towards your chest, and both feet flex. And then reach around your hamstrings with both hands. And maybe give it a little gentle pull, creating more extension in that outside right hip. And continue to breathe. Lower your left foot down to the floor. And then place your right foot beside of it, bringing your ankles and your knees together. Bring your arms to a field goal post or a T out by your side. And then on your exhale, let both knees fall over to the right as you exhale into a twist. Maybe take your gaze over to the left. Inhale your knees back up to center. And then exhale, let your knees fall over to the left. And maybe gaze over to the right. Inhale your knees back up to center. And then exhale, let both knees fall away from each other. Recline butterfly. And continue to deepen your breath. You breathe in and breathe out. You inhale your knees back up to center. And exhale, extend your legs forward into your final resting pose. Let your feet flop over to the side. Maybe bring your arms down by your side. And continue the long, slow, deep breath. And I thought today we might go through a stress relieving practice. It's a practice I like to do at nighttime when I'm wound up and I'm having a hard time falling asleep. It's a good way to wind down. And what it is a body scan with a muscle compression practice. And how it works is you start with your feet and you notice the muscles in your feet and you squeeze every muscle in your feet. And then you release those muscles. And then you work your way up from there. Notice your calf muscles. Squeeze those calf muscles. And release. And then work your way up to the upper part of your legs, your quads and your hamstrings. Squeeze all of those muscles. And release. And then your glute muscles, those strong muscles that we've used today to strengthen those squats. Squeeze those glute muscles. And then release. Into the muscles in your low back and your abs and your core. Squeeze those muscles. And release. Next, your chest muscles and your upper back muscles, your lats. Squeeze all of those muscles. And release. Work your way to your shoulders. Squeeze those shoulder muscles. And release. And now let's do all of the arm muscles in your hands all at the same time. Squeeze your hands, squeeze your forearms, squeeze your biceps and triceps. And release. You could do each of those muscle groups one at a time if you like. I just chose to do all of them together today. And then notice those muscles right at the base of your neck, those trap muscles, and then the muscles in your neck. Squeeze all of those muscles together and release. And then last of all the muscles in your face. Squeeze all those muscles together in your face. Squeeze, 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 and release. And then just bring your attention back to your breath. Long, slow, deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. And just let your body sink into the mat as you breathe. And then breathe in a few more breaths. And then begin to move your fingers and toes, arms and legs. You get the energy flowing once again. You move and stretch anything that needs moving and stretching. And then when you're ready, make your way back up to a nice comfortable seat. For my thinkative thought of the week, it comes from Dale Carnegie this week, and this is the thought. He says, inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, do not sit home and think about it. Go out and get busy. I thought that was a good verse. A good thought for this week as we're getting deep into these stay-at-home orders and people are getting more and more restless. And, I think a lot of people are feeling that what he's talking about here, inaction breeding doubt and fear. But action breeds confidence and courage. And so, challenge yourself to get out and conquer that fear and do not sit home and think about it. Get out and get busy. Get out, get to moving. Take a walk, take a bike ride, exercise. Just get out and turn off Netflix for a while and whatever routine you've gotten locked into. Maybe challenge yourself to step outside of your comfort zone. That helps instill courage and drives out any fears or anxieties or stress you may be having. On your inhale, sweep your hands up to the sky. Exhale, press them back down towards the ground. Once again, inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Have a blessed week. Thanks for allowing me to lead your practice.